What's this, Danny?
Buggy the superstar, who is alive and well in the astral realms, right, Buggy, has a vehicle in the third dimension being named after him because he is a superstar.
Great work, Buggy. We know you're in a craft right now that's a little bit more razzle-dazzle than this one, but it's not bad for the astral planes. This is something for the physical world for us to hang around. It's not a bad effort.
I think if Buggy was here, he'd say, "Shit, fuck yeah, come on!"
Good work, Bugs. Good morning, folks, and welcome to the 19th day of February 2008, and we've just had a wonderful night out with the St. Johnny's team after the unveiling of the Buggy spacecraft, and congratulations to the Advocate newspaper for spelling his name wrong, but that's alright. That's the Advocate of Terror for you. Anyway, we've thought to enter the day lightly after a bit of stampeding last night, and we're now in the beautiful saltwater pool up on the northern side of Alice Springs. So it's time for a bit of health and safety. We're going to go get some breakfast, and then we're going to retire and get back onto Earth Sanctuary and Project Bluestar campaign, have a bit of a crack at some news from around the world, and we've got 10 days before our beautiful Viva conference exam. That's going to be a bit of a cracker, so there's things to do, but let's keep health and safety central, because without our peace of mind, great things will never happen. Anyway, splish splash. Welcome to the year 2020, and Danny and I have decided to take a reminiscing trip down memory lane. We've decided to get the old Proton out, the vintage Proton. Remember the Proton, the days where they had engines that required, I think it was unleaded fuel, wasn't it, Danny?
Unleaded, they had all sorts of Tommy, they were running them on gas and all sorts of stuff before the climate started going haywire, and we had to change obviously to hydrogen-based fuel, and we went down the lane of air, compressed air. We've been running all sorts of stuff, and obviously now we're in space using anti-gravity. It's just magnificent, but this is so much fun.
It's nice to get your hands on a steering wheel again, and just the old days where, you know, it's kind of cool, you know, it's nice to reminisce. It's wonderful to be on magnetics now and anti-gravity, but looking back in time, there's just nothing like jumping in an old vintage and getting a feel for those good old days back in 2008.
What were they thinking back then, Tommy? What were they thinking? How how could you not see the craft that were littered in our doctrines and our pages throughout history, inscribed on the walls in Egypt and throughout Syria and Iraq? It was, you know, it was just phenomenal. And we're just reminiscing about the good old days when there used to be religions on the planet, and they had these concepts of their philosophies where it confined them to certain belief systems which confined human reality to a single dimension here on the planet Earth. And there was no discussion, at least on a public level, about extraterrestrial intelligence. And it's amazing how far we've come here in 2020, where we've now established and networked civilizations from one planet to another through the Orion constellation, the Sagittarius, right up through the Lyran. And it's just a magnificent time in our civilization to have this advancement. But how amazing was it, Tommy, back then in, say, 2008, and what they were thinking back then? It was amazing, wasn't it?
Oh, wasn't it just bizarre? It's just amazing to think that human beings at one time in our history actually thought that we were the most advanced form of intelligence on the planet, and then slowly we started to understand the ethereal realms, and appreciate that not only was the speed of light just the beginning of the dimensional planes, that frequency resonates at thousands and thousands of times the speed of light, and that there are many realms and countless dimensions that live and exist within us and around us spontaneously at any one moment. What a wonderful time it's to think that human beings have now transformed from that way of thinking and can now extend their family origins into the stars, to appreciate that the galaxy is one big neighbourhood. And look at all the friends that we've made now, and connecting up with the Arcturians and the Pleiadians, and finding out that our heritage, our family, our brothers and sisters, our fathers and mothers all extend to the stars. What a bizarre time. It almost makes me think that there was also a time before that when human beings thought the world was actually flat. They actually also thought that planes couldn't get into the sky. They thought that unless something was lighter than air, it wouldn't be able to fly. It's a bizarre time. So it's funny that any time human beings are in, they only have to extend themselves a little bit further to appreciate there is a lot more going on than they seem to realise. It's nice to be here in 2020.
It is nice to be here in 2020, and I guess it's quite funny now, today's scientists, who are more mystical scientists, look back at that period, and they call it the ostrich period, because that's what happened when people put their head in the sand and didn't realise the magnificence of the universe and the absolute colour and spectrum of light which exists in the soul and without the soul. It's just a phenomenon, and how amazing it is to think that once upon a time people had no idea that there was extraterrestrial activity inside the Earth's atmosphere, and within the Earth was hollow, and laid a beautiful network, a wonderful species called the Agartha network. And this has been going on for centuries and centuries and centuries. But just that period from the years 10,000 BC on to 2008, before the Galactic Federation disclosed the information around the planet Earth of what was really going on. What an amazing time that would have been, Tommy, to go back then. Crazy.
That's right, Danny. The year is 2020, and the human race has found balance on the planet Earth, and all species now coexist as one unified force. And as a result, World Federation has become Galactic Federation, and it is an all-star alliance, and health and tranquility and serenity has now taken form on the wonderful planet Earth. The Bluestar is alive and well. We'll see you guys back in time there in 2008. It's now 2020. We'll see you soon.